Imagine walking into a small Texas cemetery with a metal detector. Suddenly, a strong metallic signal comes from beneath an unmarked grave. Local legend says an unusual pilot has been buried here since 1897. Researchers asked permission to exhume the grave. The answer was simple: no. More than a century later, no one knows for sure what's buried beneath this patch of Texas soil. Because according to one of the state's most enduring legends, this is the grave of the pilot of a crashed flying machine. Not an airplane, not a balloon, something far stranger. The story begins on April 17, 1897. Residents of Aurora looked into the morning sky and saw something unlike anything they'd ever witnessed. A large silver airship drifted slowly over town. Witnesses estimated it moved at only about 10 miles per hour. Then something went wrong. The craft began to lose altitude. Moments later, it slammed directly into Judge J.S. Proctor's windmill. The explosion scattered strange metallic debris across the property. 2 days later, the Dallas Morning News published an extraordinary story piece. The newspaper claimed the wreckage contained the body of a small pilot and suggested the being was not an inhabitant of this world. Whether that reflected genuine belief, local rumor, or colorful journalism remains one of the biggest questions in this case. In accordance with local tradition, the unidentified pilot received a Christian burial in Aurora Cemetery. Residents reportedly nicknamed the mysterious visitor Ned. A simple stone marker was said to identify the grave. The remaining wreckage was reportedly thrown into Judge Proctor's nearby well. Then, the story slowly disappeared into Texas folklore. For nearly 8 years, almost nobody talked about it, until one investigator came looking for proof. In the 1970s, investigator Bill Case decided to test the legend. Standing beneath the old oak tree, he swept the suspected grave with a metal detector. According to Case, the detector produced a strong metallic reading beneath the surface. The discovery reignited worldwide interest in Aurora. Researchers requested permission to exhume the grave. Again, the cemetery refused. Officially, the Cemetery Association said the grave should remain undisturbed. Years later, another mystery emerged. The original grave marker reportedly disappeared. Later, investigators also reported that they could no longer detect the same metallic signal. Was something removed from the grave, or had there been anything there at all? No one knows. Attention soon shifted to another location: Judge Proctor's old well. The original newspaper claimed debris from the crash had been dumped inside. Years later, a property owner reopened the well for use. Not long afterward, he reportedly developed a serious skin illness. Believing the water had been contaminated, he sealed the well beneath the concrete. Decades later, television investigators searched the site. Some claimed unusual aluminum-like material was associated with the well. Skeptics argue geology easily explains those findings. To this day, no physical evidence has confirmed the story. Of course, there's another explanation. In 1897, Aurora was a town in decline. Disease had reduced the population, the cotton crop had failed, the railroad bypassed the community. Many historians believe the crash story was exactly what Aurora needed: publicity. The author of the original article, S.C. Hayden, certainly had no reason to promote the struggling town. If that's true, the Aurora airship crash wasn't America's first UFO story. It was one of Texas's greatest newspaper hoaxes. Yet the mystery refuses to die. Visitors still search Aurora Cemetery. Some believe an extraordinary secret remains beneath the ground. Others see nothing more than a remarkable legend that grew with every retelling. More than 125 years later, the grave remains unopened, and the truth remains buried with it.